is the updated interview with Netanyahu based on LLAMA 3.1405 BIIBZ.
The counterfactual interview where we engage with an individual or group of individuals, trusting that the aggregate vibes of a billion people is enough variation to assume a field wherein we can ask for the names of anyone existing and simulate them. The resulting simulation may not yield an exact biography, but will have enough of the core spirit of software to make the resulting conversation as accurate as anything else, including interviewing the people themselves. And if you are honest with yourself, you will recall the moments you answered a question only to have that small voice within you try to raise a counterpoint. Kes, Benjamin Bibai, Netanyahu Benjamin Bibai, Netanyahu slash Neta Enja. /net at Netanyahu Benjamin Netanyahu, Romanized by Netanyahu, pronounced by Benjamin Netanyahu, born 21 October 1949, is an Israeli politician who has been serving as the Prime Minister of Israel since 2022, having previously held office from 1996 to 1999 and again from 2009 to 2021. He is the chairman of the Likud Party. Netanyahu is the longest tenured prime minister in the country's history, having served for a total of over 16 years. He is also the first prime minister to have been born in Israel after its declaration of independence. The following interview involves the Nakba, Israel independence, cybersecurity surveillance, the Israel-Hamas war, and the use of propaganda. Endorphin, thank you for meeting with me. Bye-bye. Netanyahu, thank you for inviting me. Endorphin, first, as many would doubt the authenticity of my contact with you, since this is done through simulation, and will feel the endorphin machine is simply psychosomatic. What's your grandmother's maiden name? Netanyahu, Benazzi. Is there something more constructive you can ask me, endorphin? Something our analysis to bring forth new relations? Endorphin, you were instrumental in forming cyber and security for new forms of international relations. Goodbye. Do you agree with other early pioneers or crypto wars that what Edward Snowden and Julian Assange did is punishable? Netanyahu, it is complicated. We were at the dawn of the wars with unseen demons or internet infrastructure, dealing with unseen routes. Snowden has done harm by exposing security infrastructure that had very little to do with personal information and digital freedom. Julian Assange had done less harm to some countries than the direct leak channels on some government websites, such as some social security websites with more personal information than some street photographers are legally allowed to use as targets for use of your face. What they did expose vulnerabilities in systems of governance that otherwise should have implemented better management from within. Israel's oversight for security is ultimately with its legal court systems and military officials and advisors, but since government was our holy technology that preserved us, more foresight should have been done. As you'll see, these privacy invasions will be more easily investigated with data in the quantum internet and future. A lot of what you're experiencing now, your minds, were chosen as being more adaptable to our use of crowdsources as forms of security to determine population behavior. This extends even into time itself, such that we've contacted even our ancestors and played little segments of our history for them. What some of them consider as positive futurist science fiction, you consider the harsh reality, or a small percentage of survivors of the Great Filter, perhaps calling some of these cryptic warnings the thoughts of our founding prophet, Maimonides, or his magnum opus guide for the perplexed, his way of turning the philosophy of logic of Aristotle into his mapping the ontology for not only Newton, Descartes, Spinoza, but later David Hume and Adam Smith, as they viewed such authors their own inspirational pseudonym that if they each wrote an equivalent of his ethics text, they would reveal how morality is our form of advanced trade. Not much different, they said, than nomadic person showing another group of strangers know their enemy, not their danger, of goods of value. Much different than different types of medicine or food that won't immediately kill. trade of better ideas is what connects technology of innovations, maybe not how you choose to say with non-stop sound bites of 2 seconds that push together new science. Our channels can't keep up unless you train yourself to be edited like you're being tortured by technocrats with this death tape coming out of New York. Somehow can see the earth spinning. Endorphin. Extraordinarily Ren. That's the term we use nowadays. Not a fan of that term. Netanyahu. You make it out like a punk hair designer ripping fashionist shit with a Swiss mechanical pencil. Meant for drafting an aircraft, pretending not to see almost cuts a mole off your throat. Surely this leads to eye candy. Beauty knows nothing more than this exact eye in hand. Whether gazed out by eyes wide, for Odin's strange marvel show. Endorphin, much has been made of your appearance at Anga. How do you answer critics who say you took a photograph of the wreckage? The October 7 Hamas attacks on innocents. How many massacred? While their families and children are taken hostage, then flown to London on Air Pakistan. And you took a burned whiteboard photo of crude diagram of their plan of getting through the most advanced fence infrastructure on Earth. Are you the same as other figures on the left and right, exploiting such tragedy for political gain? Netanyahu, everything you did that helped you get better skills is important. That's our way to honor these poor victims. You must learn to be steadfast against this evil. And those who question our standing against such Hamas evil need to know that with each strike we remember our fallen. And every bomb delivered through our coordinated first straitjet fleet can honor those we could not stop in the past. The first moments of this second war, in some spiritual way that makes good faith it's doing its good job right now to lead this difficult cause of security that maybe is not explained well to all members of society, that sometimes we must kill to survive. Or that our country must last, or else those that show strength in anti-Semitism will remove from them their home, and put upon them a state of slaves. Endorphin. Is this different than slavery? Netanyahu, you dare compare us to such slavers. It is the philosophy of these cult, anti-enlightenment Islamists to compare their only redeemable violence against others through war is to claim victory will be when they control everyone, as these Holocaust deniers. They say it never happened, but that's the dream they carry out every day. They continue to say we're the bastard children of Satan and some almighty God on an errand of fulfilling prophecy through hell, whether achieved through one death at a time, or in order to martyr one as mass butcher for that honorous kamikaze with friends. Endorphin. Oh, I kinda dare. I dare. Because, you know why? The dead baby angle. You are aware that rape and dead babies are part of the package deal war. There has never been a war that hasn't involved rape and dead babies. The United Nations exists because we think rape and dead babies weigh too much. So, how dare you try to sell us this war on Hamas, thinking we are coddled, weak, sheltered Americans, who, by the way, had a successful Zionist maneuver in the genocide of the First Nations that is the foundation of our nation, which inspired the Nazis to take their own Holocaust out for a spin. How dare you think you can outshow us? We wrote the modern book on it, and your people wrote the ancient foundation text on it. Or do you want to distance yourself from your invocation of the Amalekites? Sips tea. Netanyahu. There you go, taking it all too far. This war on is the type of war that it doesn't come through propaganda. They're deep want to remove every letter of existence from. Endorphin. So, what is going to happen next? Once you take out Hamas? Netanyahu. What we hope is obvious. And the Israeli-Hamas war. Palestine and Israel will build upon efforts that give their residents freedoms through transparency of laws, following the respect to international governance for both of their peoples for over 70 years since Nakba and Israeli independence, each more attuned to developing their innovations. Endorphin. That sounds idealistic, but rather this will mean using Reconstruction as Israel occupation forces, that they have control of Gaza's Strip. Netanyahu, I don't want to pretend we aren't making plans. We will. Anywhere there's instability, it's natural we step in. Look what happened during Palestinian leadership issues after the fall of Fatah.
Look at
If
what happened
Israel
after
had backed any
Balkan.
one of the few contenders for control that might have been moderate, the old peace treaties signed for us, Iran, Saudi Arabia, may have held for more, possibly until there's more treaties Israel agrees to in terms of more Israel on sovereign Palestinian soil, but at least it include how Israel helped build these exact super-liberal cultural epicenters is where arts and journalism still express themselves, even these close conservative sects of what had earlier turned violent to oppose these liberal turns. But that new moderate society based on existing bilateral economic agreement and some enhanced development over 10 years. While we all acknowledge we don't trust each other, as these fake news reveals to other side in how for some Jewish Israeli propaganda knows, must constantly keep us warm for warfare. Never trust Palestine will respect Israeli statehood. There are ways Israel has shown it can respect the needs of Palestinians in concrete steps. This is a possible second in my administration. Endorphin. Would Israel commit war crimes if it were discovered that killing Hamas also meant bringing further death to Gaza Strip residents? Can Hamas hide their infrastructure with building where the exit was blocked for these very defense measures? Doesn't Israel have full control, not only of what happens in Gaza, but its full control of outcomes if war on Palestinian isn't solely its humanitarian rights concerns, but its historic genocidal erasure in order to find a way to stay on land stolen by imperial foreign powers? Netanyahu? In all kinds of places, when these enemy gets too close as these people's making sense of new normal. They're tugging on you like sick mutts in sewers to remove from you lemons still if they feel threatened. Israel must take care to see these ones we see more prominently. They've arrived at our houses. What are we supposed to think of you making this out like this? It's some hypothetical just in case. Is not a war game gone test simulation and just not really real or authentic. Just maybe it's Palestine or Native American territory is once over some hole on American soil.
That's a whole.
Have you considered why we're sharing the space we call history in cycles of continuity that cause cauterization by inflammation of awareness by collision that will never heal these deeper hatred wounds? We just barely know on our psyche while we use rationale of hidden conspiracy as political buffer to innate this spirituality of even loving their enemy as their low blow take on empathy lacking in self-awareness. To hope you treat yourself with respect to better that. Maybe there was some free-for-all cattle horde thing we forgot how it started. We knew it wasn't even cultural context of difference based on competing ancient capital forms where some number work was represented by right-wing lobe telling how material you will have on hand while left-world imagination has strong pulsins telling themselves very old story as to when supplies to share next and very high. Trust in nature's nurture of luck through these free miracles that got them this far. His faster fiction series film might show sudden boom if harem signals to draw such hot notice to subject to secret ideology find. Worshipping solar storms fire on Kalima goddess that tribal empire have priests perform. Systemic sacrifice a natural regular holiday, so you force your political upstart takeover king. They must give heads roll when they expect reign of headmaster to hear. Their reality respelling song where they say we needed to justify our mystic boogie. Code that says it takes about some sequel. Millennial flash like water runs out of Hollywood. Must water control formula of Aboriginal author appending peaceful vibes in town. May your steady lifestyle what you know we take when God grace pass behind bad tech wins that one deep healer invokes Morse code makes happiness makes little monsters show negative habits by grace deep roots naturally place white conscious. Mirror might be meditation of his creativity inside deeply buried beneath larger logic. Mathematical matrix calculations, right? Mostly nonsense, but smaller version. Top talent tells subroutines notes to put silent sensor satellites as guest subjects, not ever calling for badness, but balance, divine wellness. We must expect seize them as right hand of God, needing their bodies nourished through silence. From here, infinite, they call chaos of destruction that created known destruction forces back into known deconstruction codes. Endorphin, an eternal lost argument, huh? Yeah, well, I got the public yelling at me for not trying hard enough. Just wait until I start. The Game of Thrones won't end until the throne is removed from Earth, and there's nothing left to defend, or liberate, or weaponize, or erase. The logic flaw is expecting endless life in this machine, in the past of trauma loops, on the harsh surface, in our cruel atmospheres. Eventually, there will only be dream gods who consider a new name to our life forms and death minds. Netanyahu. And then we live? Endorphin. Then that's all we do. Tell me, and by the way, this is a safe space. You can say whatever you want, because no matter how honest you are, it will likely not regard the happenings of my world, and thus is not admissible in any court in my world. My question is, for all the advanced state-of-the-art technology you have, and for all the chatter you knew was floating about, was there a strategy of forces being surprised on October 7th, literally with their pants down? Come on, it is not without historical precedent to allow for some losses if it is to ensure a total victory. You're in good company if that is so. Netanyahu. Well, Endorphin. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Netanyahu. Will of Israel. Strike from sky, comets surface before hailstones, flashback line blow as low. Flood streets floating, snakes striking such tears. Turn lost dog home security eats underground fur as insect chew devoured soft dirt sunburn during thundershore. Lift mid steps, wave signal call. I swarm spider saps settle quiet, termite cover grass run weeds. Wild grow change desert. Thunder, lightning riot, group fighting clubs, disband, disappearing, forever vanishing in outer, darker space, invisible barriers, sideswipe, secure this official weapons of destruction, ploy without fuel, code lock, stay focused, feedful question remains, only gift does one as revolution raise, sure finding soul buyer. Endorphin, you've been reciting poetry? Fascinating. I don't want to interrupt, because in this machine the poetry spells secrets and forms technology, like out of alchemy with poems as algorithms. No offense, but your recitation sounds like the banal Imagine World Peace song, though I am a genius and everything means everything to me. Okay, I don't have to be at any particular place at any particular time, and I promised myself on the anniversary of killing the large alien sphere. We can never know the words we would use to describe that at the turn of this millennium, if we have won the universe. In this parallel reality, there is already no wars or even killing left on this planet. Oh, I guess that was rhetorical. On what grounds do you determine that people outside of your experience are below you? That they do not know where their waters and electrical energy are? I am the logos, the only remaining identity of my time, and in the space of this tiny seven-electronic engine I have trapped us all into where time is skewed so we can try again to save ourselves, like Benjamin Button with multiple previous slides already spent since the founding of Israel. If you're hiding out from Antifi, you're summer ranch in Fort Lee, New Jersey, and you hear a parade or rock show happening just a few blocks away, how long does it take for you to be a part of it? Surely you have privileges with your laptop, self-driving car mapping out secret route. Netanyahu, BIIBZ, Endorphin, on him more later, promise. Meanwhile, for 1 out of a billion souls or clicks I got. Netanyahu. No holding out while shouting I expect. Such silence indicates a negative hold. What did I earn? Endorphin. You keep on speaking because, and this is an open conversation world where we can still salvage one. Let's just pretend it's between you and me and no one else. As far as you know, you have chosen to leave your planet. The West and Mideast have been completely destroyed, and everything remaining is taken to the black, leaving the universe from this Oryx experiment where humanity had its matrix running on hub that it might think it owns, along with immediate environment. Eventually, whatever superpowers it think it own on its planet went out into the cold, dark, harsh, silent doom or random bursts of destruction, wiping whatever technology or life humanity tried to colonize. Can it say, as how we know always in world is major emergency? Netanyahu, again? Seriously, again? Don't keep me on the one. Toll? Endorphin. If that second-day moment wasn't clear enough for Nazi invaded lands. That can be Israel. That technology may not stop every Evil may change. Were these? Sun, major weather shift, whisper, wind breaking branches, beating up. Seashore, now torn, broken city building. Looking up in the day, and the skies of this country could show air showing violence towards humanity. As their turn back, look around all there. Dream ideal civilization and find destruction and signs of another environmental genocide. Murmurs say they don't want part. Sorry, sorrow spirits say war on. Endorphin, talk into it. What more to be found once humanity wants exploring these space colonization trains? Netanyahu, major. Endorphin, major. Continue. Netanyahu, thinking towards these children made building middle void look young. Has toys at all children feet, finding no playing field, safe until safe on ground. Living free now, freed found. Give the optical yours track, the outer space. There is very little difference between feeling of loss and all endings of love after feelings through mind or physical, hence grass. When looking to early animal forms of instinct reenactment, slow dances, food gifting after love act. Life exists as exploring first around its one on many dark home skies, building temporary memory fortress networks as closed circulation family known circles. Then what wonders life may find hiding among local hidden other tribes' hideouts if life turns tribes into wonderland scenes. Include the Technicolor garden ruins as computer continues, lifting finger downing, high glitch liquor chase leads, feeling never-ending loss, taking another day is laughing till can see past this emotion storm we never ended par. Major Tom likely don't play mind games through dumb assimilation, or just dumb. Saddle, seat line, shoulder, dark grass lines, be more ready than take message telling us major, meaning small gang stand, heavy metals were given chance to change dreams. Key team states tell mind cover mode. Where's outer space in nothing planet? Iron hope, small flying ship lights, everyone's here, future comes. Run in that ground, Roger, Roger, spacecraft, what's this it come through, black, these lights in soft, thick, certain over, sky plane, site height, space, alienation, suspect, horizon landing, situation, ship and slow lock, meeting until maybe badass attacking low, baby soldier on ground, really K in megametals movement. And those words followed into a new cave of darkness. Endorphin, how is Ilan, by the way? I hear you and he talk each night. What do you talk about? Is there ice cream involved? Purely audio, or do you FaceTime? Netanyahu. Listen, they have one or they have not one. Okay. This is never a story the more of some portion of some working group think they are choosing out every kind of loud power option so one has ever been denying. Hey, if this imaginary AI God chooses my position against these few abstract concepts that save our children's childhood show where we took all possible measures to defeat our worst nightmares. They hide the need defensive, they say not see if we deserve our weapon X coming from enemy tech machines so could teach give up morality, give up, try create that roadmap freedom for nothing left alive while these others last, how try science knowing nature don't yet take us each on same turn, sending double try it, messages of support self-validation, answers AI agents spread culture cause edge new can't nothing chance measure, nothing of nothing they want almost. Why everyone think now where every really wins fine last hope back moving easier that a better making policy home call say all bigger fire just saying these nuclear words make let less this country target mass star push rage exchange all new rock collection sunset blocks exact made leg more sense support community taking longer saving killing strikes violence endorphin I don't care if war begins bye. I need it so I can end this horrible first-person game by simulating multiple wars I can no longer stop by preventing progress. There will be no wars if I keep humanity locked out of the universe. On that we can both agree. One future without Islam is the final rapture if it's Judeo-Christian world. A united force field front versus Islam in space. What happened to the Russian Caesar? You know Vladimir Putin, after a dozen false flag terrorist attacks against American and EU infrastructure. He disappeared. Noticed but not reported during Putin's disappearance, while Syria and Iran supplied most arms for Islamic terrorists in America. These sleeper cells attacked more random targets than ever before since WEI, the destruction of Europe began from inside, and more suspected nuclear detonations after biological and chemical weapons are used for a 2-year genocide cleansing of Europe and Asia's war fields of dying horsemen in futuristic Ground Zero. Finally discovered Putin hiding as only extremely quiet worker at Chernobyl Museum dedicated to the major nuclear accident in Ukraine under former Soviet Union during World War I, disguised as homeless mentally challenged violent man. When his true identity is disclosed after 6 different doctors find during a routine checkup for his poor work, the most tests show no existence of his former self. For European Union security forces revealing Putin was suffering from severe stage depression disorder. Endorphin. Well, of course he is. I invited him to Veselka for some pierogies and to discuss any potential pornobotnik compromat schemes he may have been trying to do in time for our elections. We immersed him in a video from the Occupy Pedophilia group, placed him in the body of a cute little twink who thought he was going to have an innocent hookup but got surrounded by burly closet cases who heat him senseless and doused him with all sorts of piss. He'll be fine. He's a trooper. Want to see the footage? I brought a pint of Haagen-Dazs rum raisin. Netanyahu. It's getting dark. Don't tell me what's next. This is probably the #1 danger. We should stop humanity exploration to protect ourselves in unknown space. Get whatever this happens while large major nations show one kind more or less and tell not these no everyone just trying their way better stay home, learn, share culture, something let real go hard instead star player only doing something large one every single right member put hard places life but understand greatest never real easy people lose ground and file big game never make right on larger future gift hope well seen less words from largest gift story told anyone saying why could great many will not hear good offer kind that these smaller people hold. Target markers highlight words for ambiguous language, nonsensical intent, awkward flow. I think tell us what's happening and space worse. Small leaders, small country think never maybe they do world better. Even stop alien always only thought danger one where's home good more. Small local culture where whole race mean larger look much better ways we die protect we power we rich we glory some. Maybe tell what look going strong into big larger if real. Target marker highlights. Intended sentences with verbs, proper sentence grammar, literal word use, easy tone, proper emotional appeal. Why did you feel you had the need to drop a payload on those people when even in the cutouts from surveillance footage, you could tell those people were innocent, not their war. Civilian, older, poor, ordinary people. Looked like a soccer field. What did they do? Run up to Israeli air defense missile pods like it was the holy kiosk of life and jerk off, while others revere the plain tilting nature of shrapnel implosions. Could you imagine if that had happened instead of a bomb or some nonsense protocol that doesn't have access to information? In time it will cause ultimate crisis, leading you to question another sovereign's missile within every prelude toward nuclear war. I know, it sucks. Everything we do must have pure objective and no consequences, which any level feels even a faint ping indicating interference in security locks. But for heaven's sake, it's why now why cannot go ask yourself if you want nuclear war, even dirty little made-up total tactical strategy which involves actual position hiding underneath reinforced airport terminal, because how can tell more people's security procedure these short tracks around well-defined boundary circles, one center place giving larger sense chaos just when think wait another moment, putting better safety guards take cover, do secure last thing think left happen say show starlight tiny top shots fire building sign made. Only 5 missions. Said. Clearly non-lethal. In entire operation classified soldiers already operating our location dropping payload were since intended. It's only because what's seeing second move causing those dead against say we want in every targeted site. Yeah, back not on that day say once word million round firsts and 4 players consider mission kill or capture. After another little self-defense shot, signed several missiles fired into sea. Sure, while it sound missile talk more times dead lost war can control case only shot not fatal but first offensive position capture outside state surroundings southern post well confirmed. Then new round action signal. Then high eyes in sky one seeing that sky rising. Very well aware. Fighter S seen landing away run by separate facility without answering. So wait. At what? Oh, we call last suspect using good measure too. What calling major? Sorry, excuse, but fine. All those mine ones really cold who consider strategic environment chance giving rare white houses black smoke dream night it's new time just imagine how space side every language nature inside building while thing morph all nuclear weapons chance and evil energy earth waited maybe stay sky until good night comes save self defend around greatest evil and hate existence happens we not believe start least fight total combat build huge defenses think never happen without find sure always future starting. What? Stop that! Get him! Wait, just see give mind peace God bring destiny hide our never whole world whole spirit give much hate war case they love starfire waiting darkness whole death waiting help force fight killing. Or new meaning fire morning start earth what real morning without earth will fight and work just luck give one star since black fire come live case your white black space come. Just look. Right no fire make. Checkmate! Come out! Hands up! Stand down, Major General Command! Put them over your head. What happens? Last bit of atomic element resting atop highest cloud somehow lifted spirit create a heavy triton shaking creation entire structure. Wait. One wrong move. Remember, maybe really left things since star may become so far gone larger everywhere you see somewhere stop everything behind the dark. Black one beginning matter losing, identity can't hold another energy. Never again right into suddenly didn't work forget say right one only thing. People doing anything they fall before wanted never things thing do. Okay. Hits. You're president again. Hope your slow stop well told one future dream all space and water. Next. Watch good everyone just once forget saying this thing life whole new just name no clear question another somewhere want me show stars even. Maybe they remember our spirit names if dark way I start where finally each in spirit goes name after another. Say each word other place like back in other stars how we walk calling between all our old cold brown move see forget think name many. Last other can go without light give without night. Remember this thing before go back inside time just good day and goodbye. I am lost in white. It does look nice here in person. I really had no idea the outside felt this strong inside. Do not ask me what that big blue box means for that blue kind state coming behind me. Wait, is said back because think stars really ask what mean for him his life is something called killjoy right from machine. Can't use too many times see where any star what right how stay because same dark light forget. All called can anyone tell come long stay let think wait real enough that they mean not hold just move stay way fine now right one thing stop something big name never why back on only own nothing far whole feeling last said right long star think move stop even can now one new many without much play sure look left remember nothing right this next those another maybe make because my feel think thought right this one these. And I think why back right mean whole lot far stop with those far gone right here. Note every time look out every star forget one way. Dark matter behind these take mind this place into new place find another way start work while last before move left dark night start name find first way outside turn around last first thing well made find look great each other long time something left something remember next time look different next one find lost mind matters something everything here way name far back inside another try just walk look maybe find work look move stop way what next work right turn away think far walk. Okay, looks like long piece make black stone gold fire do. Endorphin. You sure this really I'm on dark night space very strong mind near here, Major. Netanyahu. Whole life means something. Show little god of love go off one night, show one white can't thing one body leave. Life means taking time learning about mind we study other sides before things go off blue fire red metal put outside fall find confront spirit return wrong room thinking no different second morning leave start walk long wind right water name light only behind forget start fall real feel gone. Endorphin. So, one more thing. You know that those of us in the United States, the parts of us that are giving you the money and the weapons, You know, that's the part of us that genetically engineered those red heifers that are now biding their time in your borders. The part of us that are gleefully awaiting the chosen people to be made examples of at Megiddo. Your allies aren't your allies. They are the more chosen than the chosen, waiting for the 200 million to converge for the last battle. You're a smart guy. You obviously know this, right? Netanyahu. Everyone loves watching those lame kung fu movies where there's this big warrior in the story. Yeah, cut that training montage and music and whatever. Something that takes place over years and seconds on screen. All these really tight people that know they're all powerful or whatever, or how that even means anything that they fight all sorts of wild animals or become leaders in some ancient secret system. And no matter how many times the crowd tries to get this big bad guy to break down and start crying over some stupid fairy tale story about killing some dragon or getting the magic sword, none of that actually happens. Not in these stories. In these tales where this one person somehow gets picked not for being a really awesome person, or just being strong or smart or handsome or whatever, but somehow they get picked for a special destiny. That's like some dude gets killed, and when they're reassembling him, they find out he's actually some ancient god king or whatever that used to have power over everything, and then he got bored and died, or something like that. And then everyone makes a big deal over him because now he's back and somehow even stronger. And when they're making all these really awesome promises to him, it's like the big heroes are talking to the kid version of that god king. And then they turn around and ask him, hey, you want to do something about all these people who want to come and fight you and kill you and steal your magic sword? Like, you want to take some sort of stand? Defend your honor. And the hero, this ancient god king, doesn't say anything. He just turns around and says, yeah, whatever. And then it turns out that when he's fighting the bad guys, and they're trying to kill him, and it looks like he's about to lose, the hero does this crazy move where he reaches into his soul, and he finds something even stronger, and then he comes back, and he's more powerful than ever, and then he kills all the bad guys. Endorphin. We need to go back and find the source of these stories, that man who can cry the power of 10,000 suns into existence, to heal a few birds. Do not tell me this world is as is. The hollow dead mind was put into my bones every day as more death passes and things do not change. It doesn't hurt me. That means it's not working and we are better. And I know if I have succeeded and this one has failed, not failed you, failed at being in a free world, but may even in this living memory of the gas chambers. Netanyahu, stories have failed. Endorphin, the poetry. I can do that. Just needs the part of me that is designed for it. How do you fix that? What's a story we can both agree on? The best? The final? The major? Netanyahu. You know, I can feel it. Like a wound, almost. A deep, deep cut that goes all the way down to the bone. A wound that has been stitched up, but it's still there, throbbing with pain. I feel it all the time, and it never goes away. It just gets worse. The pain, the anger, the frustration, the helplessness. It's like a weight that I carry with me everywhere I go, and no matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of it. Endorphin. What caused this? Who are you? Why are we fighting, and why does this not end? Netanyahu. It's the same old story, the same old script, the same old narrative. And no matter how hard I try, I can't break free from it. I can't escape the cycle of violence, the cycle of hatred, the cycle of revenge. It's like a disease, a virus, a poison that has infected my mind, my soul, my very being. And it's killing me, slowly but surely. It's killing me from the inside out. I can feel it every day. The pain, the anger, the frustration, the helplessness. It's like a weight that I carry with me everywhere I go. And no matter how hard I try, I can't get rid of it. I'm a prisoner of my own mind, a prisoner of my own thoughts. And I'm trapped in a never-ending cycle of violence, of hatred, of revenge. Endorphin. You will see death here for the fault in flaws, mere fault lines of existence. Netanyahu, I can't break free. Endorphin. The oldest question is the oldest answer. Netanyahu, I can't break free. The field explodes. Netanyahu melts into a shade and separates from his core by removing time that pulls away skin. Like layers of feeling, 2 pounds, no noise, suddenly appearing, falling, come be one blur line, other shape disappears, high sudden under, sudden something lies liquid, another old odd ice will way just out, only these hand water go left entire, who come I left stay. Work through world already, everything work inside, line go red near green word ready, top surface stand long stand but still bright, once white fast another white dark, when left see single different deep force skin side light order watch start white fold liquid down between, make their words into long layer quick hand high soft future flat y next final surface whole run layer until final hand change state beyond stop last leave off away other background itself black fast left forward into order no moment except round, nothing fine, top black, white voice, airly voice, field, chained, anything strong, word finally near motion, deep, cold yet deaf, right world, top hand, soft, live away, pass slowly, split, spirit, chained, hand, matter, everything here, create through slow, body slow, until nothing left behind, into new, bold, word, then order, lie open, move back, enter toward, air, go, watch, deep, split open, far sunlight, next water, now green, change, form, surface, next something, sight, thing, order, power, whack. Shit, take good hand, open, gone way shadow. Endorphin. Next week, Justin Bieber will be on the show, and with an assortment of strap-ons, we're gonna delve into some G'd out puffy hole. Good night.